you guys doing? And we're back with Living in the Mitten. It's been a long time since I did a video, and we got goats. We got two goats. They're Nigerian Dwarf Goats. Their names are Zoe and Cleo, and they kind of been what we've been working on all this spring. Kind of the house is finished for the most part, so we've been working on this goats. First word of warning, I'm not a fence guy. My fence that looked so beautiful when the snow was falling on it, my last video I did, I believe, the sun is just warped. It was 2x6s treated lumber that I used, and the sun just warped the fence, and it's not perfect anymore. You know, things shrunk a lot, things got twisted, and I'm just shocked how quickly it didn't stay the way it was. So that's a real bummer. So don't do what I did. You know, you got to spend the money, I guess. And then my fence for my goats, I use stakes, and I only use 6-foot stakes. And I really should have used 8-foot and got them deeper into the ground. So there was another mistake I did for when I stretched it. Over time, it's already loosened up just a little bit, and all it takes is a little bit of those stakes moving, and your fence isn't as, you know, sturdy and solid as you want it. So yeah, make sure if you do a fence, get the 8-foot stakes, put them really deep in the ground. If you're going to go that route, if you're going to use wood, then you'll probably be a lot more secure and have a lot more solid fence. It still works great. If you were to, like, a fence professional was to look at it, they'd be like, yeah, that's a little hack job there. But the goat house, 12x16, and I just kind of put it together the best I could. It was my own kind of vision, my own idea. It's not too far from the house, so I wanted it to look semi-good. I had to put another coat of paint on it. So yeah, I'll get all the way. Let me show you one other thing before I do. We're going to flip the camera over here. Let's see if I can show you. That is a rock pile I did for the goats. And so they like to jump on that. And come on over here. Come here, Zoe. Come here. Come here. And so they can jump all over it. It's good for them. Kind of a little slow today. What do you think? So that's Zoe. Cleo's probably in the barn eating. So I'll turn the camera around and let you guys check that out. All right, let it head inside the goat house. Like I said, it's 12x16. That is Cleo doing her best work eating. She loves to eat. For the floor, I put down about 6 inches of washed limestone, and then I put about 2 inches of road gravel down. And so that's just, the urine should flow through when they go to the bathroom in here, and then this is where we're going to put the hay and straw and the stuff that we need for them, so it's nice and close. And so they're just kind of getting adapted to it right now. But I think overall, this little goat house should work out well for them. What do you guys think? Cleo's eating her minerals right now. So these are the goats. You have Zoe over here scratching her head on that. She's the sweet one. She likes to sit on your lap often. And she also likes to escape too, but she's always ready to come back. She doesn't go very far. And then you have Cleo. Of course, she's down here eating right now. But whenever I get on a video, I always want to encourage you guys with a last word of encouragement. And so today, what I've been thinking on is Matthew. Jesus says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So what is blessed and poor in spirit? It's really humbling yourselves under God's mighty hand. That, you know, in comparison to God, I am nothing. And so God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So it's humbling yourself. Poor in spirit, so often is just come to the end of yourselves. And that's one of the reasons why I love to go into prisons, because there's so many people that are just come to the end of themselves, and they know they messed up, they need somebody, they need a savior, they need someone to help and fix their problems. And usually that's where you find them at. Now, does everybody humble themselves in prison? No, not everybody. There's a lot of people that still resist it and they want to be at themselves and go after their own things. But there's a large percent of people in prison that do humble themselves. And so that's why I love to do that. So God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. And Jesus says, blessed are the poor in spirit. So they've done all they can. They don't know what to do. So they reach out to Jesus. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So God will work in and through that situation when you're just done striving, you're done trying, and you're going to give it all to God. He's your hope. He's your confidence now, and it's not in self. And so often we turn to God, after we've tried all of our stuff instead of doing it at the beginning. And so we got to learn to live in this rhythm of humbleness and always come to God first. God is our first source. He is our anchor. He is our hope. He is our confidence. So I'm not going to go to self. And that's one of the things about me is I've made so many stupid choices in my life and done so many stupid things. I know me and of myself, I can do nothing. And so I always point to Christ. And that's why in all my videos, I'm always pointing to God, that he is for you, not against you, and that he loves you and cares for you, because I've experienced it, I've seen it, and I have hope and confidence in that. It's not in self. Does that mean I don't try and go after things? Yes. But it's God working in, through me, and around me. So like I said, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So it's not a bad thing to be down and out on yourself, but it's not really yourself because you're putting it on Christ. So it's not like, condemnation or you can't do nothing. It's not like that. I don't want to come across like that. But it's in comparison. God is up here, I'm down here. God is like, the tower of everything, and I am just a man, a servant. But he raises me up, and he works in and through every situation. And so you just got to have that mentality, that perspective, and that enables God to work in your situations. Because Jesus says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You want to see the kingdom of heaven working in through your life? Then just come to the end of yourself. Give your life to Christ and acknowledge him above everything. It might not make sense. It might not always work out the way you think, but it will work out as you continually live that life of humility before God. Have a blessed day and take care.